Hello, BookTube. Well, it's a dark, overcast day that has been sleeting ice since 3 in the morning. So it's incredibly treacherous to walk or drive outside, and it's been nighttime all day. No hint of sunlight, and that is proving a discouragement. There's almost no traffic outside. There's almost no people outside. And it's on days like this that I tend to notice that book deliveries slack off as well, where people just, curtail their rounds. And on top of that, we're on the eve of Christmas. It's not actually Christmas Eve, but it's the last workday of any kind before a bleak and barren Sunday, which is Christmas Eve, and then Monday, where there won't be any activity whatsoever. And then the world will slowly wake back up on Tuesday, but only with its eye on shutting down again as early as possible for New Year's. So this is going to be a bumpy stretch from mail. I have 2 packages here, and I have a feeling they will be the last packages I get until Tuesday. We shall see. The day's second delivery could surprise me, but I bet the day's second delivery doesn't happen at all. But we'll go through these 2 just to see what we have, because it's been a nice full week. Oh, okay, great. This is the finished copy of The Wife by Alifair Burke. There's a wedding ring in the sand. I think we saw this before. I think we saw this as an advance copy. This has now all of the press that she's going to be doing. Lots and lots of press that she's going to be doing. It has a lot more blurbs. It's a domestic thriller with a story that asks how far a wife will go to protect the man she loves. Will she stand by his side even as he drags her down with him? And this is, some of you might not remember that I haven't actually got to this yet. I'm in a reading frenzy of books for 2017, so I haven't moved on to 2018 as much as I can. I've done a little, but when Angela met Jason Powell while catering a dinner party in East Hampton, she assumed their romance would be a short-lived fling, like so many relationships between locals and summer visitors. To her surprise, Jason, a brilliant economics professor at NYU, had other plans, and they married the following summer. For Angela, the marriage turned out to be a chance to reboot her life. She and her son were finally able to move out of her mother's home in Manhattan, where no one knew about her tragic past. 6 years later, thanks to a best-selling book and a growing media career, Jason has become a cultural lightning rod, placing Angela near the spotlight she worked so carefully to avoid. When a college intern makes an accusation against Jason and another woman, Carrie Lynch, comes forward with even more troubling allegation, their perfect life begins to unravel. Jason insists he is innocent and Angela trusts him, but when Carrie disappears, Angela is forced to take a closer look, both at the man she married and the woman she chose not to believe. And when she is asked to defend Jason in court, she realizes that her loyalty to her husband could unearth old secrets. So that the impression you get from that description is that as bad as things are for her husband, it would be even worse for all concerned if the legal process were to uncover her past. And that is intriguing. So I will get to this as soon as the new year commences. And then we've got this one. This will be it for probably what will be a short video. Oh, fantastic. Oh, great. All right. This is Neruda, the Poet's Calling by Mark Eisner, who has been devoting his whole life to the literature, the place in literature, the letters, the literary estate of Pablo Neruda. And this is the big, much-promised biography. Fantastic. Fantastic. This book vividly depicts Neruda's monumental life, potent verse, and ardent beliefs in the poet's obligation to use poetry for social good. Great. That's fantastic. All right, so this comes out in late March. I think it's pretty easy to predict that this will get reviewed everywhere. Every single literary journal in the world will write about it. There hasn't been a big Neruda book in quite some time, and this one has all the marks of being definitive in English. So I would imagine that every books editor in the world they all have it now. I imagine they'll all consider it. Who do I know who really likes poetry? Who can I get to do this? That sort of thing. It's you can sort of, when you're familiar with the critical world, you can sort of imagine what those pieces will be like, who will write them, what tack they'll take. But that's great. So I think there's a chance that a big Neruda discussion will kick off in early spring. I hope to be a part of it. Fantastic. All right, so we have a big new biography of Neruda and the finished copy of The Wife by Alifair Burke. I don't remember. This is not her first book. No. Okay. She's the best-selling author of 11 previous novels, the most recent of which, The X, was nominated for an Edgar Award for Best Novel. She co-authors the best-selling Under Suspicion series with Mary Higgins Clark. That's the part that I remember, is that she's working with Mary Higgins Clark on a lot of her books now. And she's a former prosecutor who now teaches criminal law and lives in Manhattan. We've got a poet's biography and a thriller, a psychological thriller. So we'll wrap it up here for now. Sorry for the short videos, but I'll be back. Thank you, BookTube.